Hello, 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 all you beautiful people. Happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the Fab Fam house this wonderful Wednesday evening. I am going to be making a recipe. Tonight is the first night that I've actually attempted it. I did a test run. Um, I am doing a copycat recipe from a local coffee shop we have. I just so happened a couple of weeks ago to go through the drive-through and I got a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. And to my surprise, when I got it in the car, it was waffles instead of an actual biscuit. And I fell in love with it. It tasted so good. So I decided to try to replicate it myself and do what they do. So we're going to attempt my version of it tonight. So I just kind of want to show you guys what I'm doing to attempt this. I do have to do a little trimming on it because their sandwich is a little in between this one and my tiny waffle maker. So I'm gonna improvise and trim the edges and stuff. But this actually was so good that I wanted to try it at home myself. So, anyways, that is what we're gonna try tonight. And I'm gonna show you. We're gonna assemble one first, and then I'm gonna show you the steps to make it. So, anyways. Welcome into my kitchen. Hello, HB. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Cilantro and Thor. Okay, so here's my waffle maker. It's been warming, and I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to take some olive oil cooking spray, and I'm going to spray a little bit in the middle and on the top, just in the middle, because I'm going to try to keep it in the middle, because we're going to try to make a sandwich out of this. So I'm going to take my little scooper and scoop a little bit in the middle, and about a little bit more. Oh, waffle makers, you can get an inexpensive one at Walmart too or Target, Thor. They have some good deals on them. Now this sausage I made tonight, it's a natural sausage. It is a little thicker than what theirs is. Next time I'll probably squish the patties out before I cook them so they're thinner, because theirs are thinner. That is something I will change about this. I'm going to push the piece of cooked sausage. The sausage is already cooked, as you can see here. Let me see if I can turn this around so y'all can see better. I'm going to push the piece of cooked sausage down in there. Then I have some American cheese here. Just going to put it across here. And then I cooked a little round egg. I'll show you how I did that in just a second. But I'm going to get it out of my little skillet here. And I'll put the little round egg on there. And let me put this over here. Now I'm going to try a little more cheese this time because my last go round I just did a run through right before stream. I don't feel like it had enough cheese, so I'm going to rip a piece of cheese in half and in half again. Put a little piece on top. Then I'm going to take a ladle of waffle mix and I'm going to pour it over the top of this. I'm just going to let it ease down onto it. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring this down onto here, okay? I'm going to let it come down easy at first. Just give a little pressure to it. Hey, Alice. How you doing, honey? That thing is getting hot now. Now, it's starting to set a little bit, so what I'm going to do now is apply pressure. Because we want that to cook like a waffle. And because of that thicker piece of sausage, which I would imagine if the sausage is thin, you still have to do this, I'm going to apply some pressure to this. I recommend a mitt just because it is really hot and steamy. because if you release it, it's going to just release the tension. Oh, I'm doing great, Alice. Okay, Thor, that's fine. And I'm just going to be patient and hold this. These were actually really good. Now, while this is cooking, I'm holding this. When you get this sandwich, it comes in a little box. It's cut in half for you at the coffee shop, and they make a sausage gravy, and they have it in a little to-go cup, and you dip your sandwich in it. So I made a small batch of sausage gravy, so that way we could do the same. I'm going to let go of that and see how well that holds for a minute. Let me stir my gravy over here. I'm trying to keep it warm. Alrighty. Yeah, me too, cilantro. The cheese is coming out the edges. I've got to get this waffle cooking. It's doughy on the edges. Now, because this waffle maker's big and it squishes it out too big, the sandwich is not this big. I'm going to trim the edges off a little bit. And that's what that plate and them knives are for. I'll show y'all in just a second. Hey, JB. It is good, JB. I'm trying to copycat a coffee house we have here, and they make these as a at their coffee shop. You can order them, and I got one last week. Never had one before, and my brain went to just going crazy figuring out how I could do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this out onto here. I have some tongs. It does try to stick because of the cheese. Bam. Now, I'm just going to go around. The edge is kind of softer because we can't push it all the way down anyway. So I don't want to leave that. I'm just trying to keep it a little bit rounder shape to it. Yeah, this edge didn't really cook as good. And then I'm going to trim off this edge. Okay, because it's kind of gooey. Now, they just simply cut it in half. So that's what I'm going to do. And as you can see, your sausage, egg, and cheese is in there. And it makes a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. And when you're done and you make your little sausage gravy and serve it, it comes out something similar to this. And then this is your gravy, and you are supposed to pick the sandwich up and you're supposed to dip it into the gravy. So that's kind of what it looks like. So let me show you guys how we are going to make all this, okay? So it's been a couple of streams ago. A while back, we made buttermilk pancakes. Yes, it is, JB. We made buttermilk pancakes and waffles on stream. So you saw my homemade buttermilk waffle recipe. Well, that's what I made. I made the homemade buttermilk waffle recipe. This time I added some honey to it to make the waffles have a little bit of honey flavor. And then over here, I have a tiny skillet. And I'm just going to spray a little bit of cooking spray in it. Then I don't have an egg mold, which I need to get one. So what I did is I'm using my biscuit cutter. Okay. And I'm just going to set it in the skillet like this, my biscuit cutter. Just set it down on the skillet. And then I have scrambled some eggs in this bowl, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these scrambled eggs and I just pour a little bit in here. And I'm making a mold so I can make this be a circle egg. Now some is going to ooze out the side a little bit. That's fine. Now that's thick enough. And I'm going to set it on my stove over here and we're going to let this egg cook. Then in my other skillet, I made some sausage gravy. It's just some typical sawmill sausage gravy here. It's got sausage in it, and that's what's in that cup to dip it in. Now, I have my egg cooking, and when it's finished, that's the egg we put in this. This egg ran out a lot, so it's probably because I sloshed it moving it. Normally it doesn't run out this much. And then I just went ahead and you pre-cook your sausage patties. And the egg doesn't have to be cooked at a high temp. I'm kind of cooking it low over here. Now you're more than welcome to just scramble eggs if you can't do it this way. It's not going to hurt anything. And these are just like I said, the ends, they won't cook as well on the outside because you're pushing it down. But like this is one sandwich right here. And we'll spray that in just a second. And I just use American cheese in this. Really simple to make. I thought it tasted delicious. And it's something different because I was expecting a biscuit because it's called the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit at this restaurant. I wasn't expecting it to actually be a waffle. It was kind of fun, actually. Yeah, I think that's fun. I think ours, because they squished out a little more cilantro, it has some emptiness on the edges that I wish were filled with something. I may want to put a little more egg in it. I don't know. May want to do 2 eggs per. We can mess with it, but and this is cooking. Here, let me pull it over here so you guys can see it. This is what it looks like. See, it's starting to set up inside of there. And I'm going to let it cook for just a little longer, and then I'm going to remove that cutter. I'll have to push down the sides, and then I'll flip it. It has a really good taste, too. The gravy was an added little touch to it I liked. Sorry, y'all, I just took a drink. Didn't mean to gulp in your ear. These are fun, though. All right, let's see if I can flip this. It is kind of messy because I have to push it down. I think it's going to have to sit for just a second. This little cutter gets hot too. It's funny. It's got a bubble in it. My gravy's trying to bubble over here. All right, I flipped the egg. So it looks like that when I flipped it. Now I'm going to let that side cook for just a second, and then we're going to assemble another one of these. And then I'm going to just scramble a few eggs and put some scrambled eggs in it next time, and we're going to see what it does on the next go round. I like messing with stuff. Cilantro, did our notification ever go in Discord? Okay, good. I just wish cilantro, when I make these again, like I said, before your dad cook the sausage, I'm going to smush the sausage down and make it flatter. Okay. Okay, and my piece of sausage. All right, let's see. I think our egg is good to go here. Okay. All right. And I'm going to spray the skillet. All right. Now. Oh, my cheese, my cheese. Let's do this. Half and half. And I'm going to put some on top here. This waffle mix smells delicious. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, let that set for a second before I push it down. Okay, now that it's set for a second, I'm going to push it down. And I'm going to hold it. I can feel that steam. Let me let go of it for a second. I'm just letting that cook. Okay, now let me push this down a little more. And then I'm going to go on and we're going to put a little bit of eggs, excuse me, in this skillet. And I'm not going to put them in the mold. I'm just going to kind of scramble it up for the next go round. We're going to see how that does. I'm going to let that cook in the skillet for just a minute. Okay, this takes just a minute. Sorry, y'all. All right. Now, let's see if this is, no, This is a tough one when the sausage is so thick. All right, let's see. Okay, now let's get this out. You know what I'm going to do? It fits on there. I'm going to flip it. How about we do that? I'm going to flip it and push it down. All right. It's almost done, Jeffro. We got that one done. We have a second one done. And this one is done. Definitely think flat sausage would fill up the sandwich more. But like I said, this is my first attempt at this. I'm kind of pleased with the results. I do think there's more waffle than the sausage, but this one and that one turned out the best. Now, let's see. I'm going to try this different attempt with the egg. So let's try this. Let's put a little bit in here. Because their sausage, it looks like they almost rolled it out a little bit. All right. Let's put our piece of sausage. And let me get some cheese here. A little bit of cheese like that. Now, I did the egg instead of in the mold. We're going to try it this way. See, I just cooked up a little bit of egg here in the skillet. Almost like a crepe. Crepe. I said crepe. Yes, I did. Crepe. We're going to put it in there. I'm going to put just a little bit more cheese. And let's put some waffle on top here. And let's pull this down. Let it set for just a second. It's kind of spreading. I'm going to start applying a little bit of pressure. Now I'm going to apply a bunch of pressure. And I'm just going to hold it. Lots of steam coming out. You could probably see the steam. Okay. Ooh, I see our cheese and oozing out the front here. Yep, not done. Now they do at this coffee shop where I'm trying to do a copycat of this, the cheese does ooze out the edges and it's crunchy. Kind of like this one ended up being. Oh gosh, that's hot. Where the cheese came out the edge and it's crunchy. Theirs does that too. Golly, that's hot. So I kind of think it's cool that the cheese edge went out the edge. Hey, Avery. 1 year and 7 months, huh? Did you used to have another username in here, or has it always been Avery Salty King? Okay, what did it used to be? Okay, okay. Because I was like, I didn't recognize your username, so I thought if it was an old one, I might recognize it. All right. Let me push down on this some more. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering what their old username was, cilantro, because I was like, I remember some people that come in from those days and they're like, hey, what's up? And I just thought maybe I would remember the name. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it. I'm going to let that side cook for a minute. I want to see how this egg does this away. I'm anxious to see. Well, whatever their name was, I'm glad to see them back. We do play View with Viewers during the week in Fortnite if you're interested, and we play Save the World. I mean, not Save the World, Apex. Sorry, I saw Save the World in the chat. Okay, I'm going to try some of this out in this. This has been setting for a minute, so it's not warm anymore. Mmm, this is really good. Definitely think the sausage could be flatter, like I said. Mmm, definitely good though. Okay, let me open this. Okay. These are starting to pile up now. Like I said, you can trim the edges and make it smaller like they did. I'm just going to cut this open and without trimming. Ooh, I like the egg that way better instead of the mold. Look, it fills in the waffle nicer. That's egg on each side of the sausage. And the cheese. I like that better. I definitely want to try rolling out the sausage first and then cooking the sausage. I just think that would be lovely. Well, good. Well, we're glad to have you back. Like I said, join us during the week. We'll definitely be playing with viewers with Fortnite. And it'd be good to have you back. All right, everyone. I am going to end stream. That's pretty much it. That is my take on the copycat recipe of the waffles, sausage, and cheese. Yes, Cilantro is actually going to play with viewers tomorrow in Fortnite. He starts at 3 p.m. Central, and he'll play late tomorrow evening because it's Thursday, and that's his later night. So definitely come back and see us. And I do cooking streams on Wednesday evenings, sometimes Saturday evenings, or I play with either with viewers on Saturdays or I play something on Saturday evening if I don't do a cooking stream. So definitely come back. We're glad to have you back. Uh, Anyways, guys, that's my take on sausage, egg, and cheese. Don't forget, check our Discord for recipes and different things like that. And we will see you guys tomorrow. And I don't think I'm going to raid Grand tonight because we only have not many viewers tonight. So I am just going to end stream tonight. And please, though, if you don't have anybody to watch tonight, go check out Grand 007 Pa. He's 76, plays Fortnite. Go check him out. He's family friendly. He's a lovely, lovely man. Otherwise, I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Yes, thank you, Cilantro. And we don't have a creator code yet in Fortnite, so use Grand 007 Pa to buy your battle pass. We would appreciate it if you don't have one already. And y'all have a wonderful evening. And don't forget, make tomorrow a great one. Bye bye now.